Hey everybody, my name's Joe, and this is my wife Helen, and in the summer of 2024, we took a trip to Southern California. In today's episode, we drive back to the airport and fly home, and I reflect on some of the highs and lows of this trip. Stay tuned. Early in the morning, we woke up and got on the road, driving from Ojai to downtown LA. We set off at around 7 in the morning through some beautiful scenery in the Angeles Forest down Malibu Canyon Drive. But eventually we got to celebrate our successful return of the vehicle by having a breakfast in Denny's. Helen had French toast and eggs. I had a spicy skillet thing and 2 eggs. In the toilet of the Denny's, I found a full outfit that someone had disposed of, along with the packaging for an entirely new outfit. I guess they had just finished a bank job and were debriefing at Denny's. From downtown, we thankfully jumped into the Uber. The 7 minutes that we were standing out on the street waiting for the Uber was horrifying enough. Thankfully, our Uber driver brought us safely and soundly to LAX. We had a lot of time left over, but LAX isn't as bad as people like to say it is. There's a lot to see, and we found some comfortable seats. We even managed to go to P.F. Chang's and had a really, really good meal, honestly. Helen had the lo mein, and I had pad thai. There was some art inside LAX, some moving videos of crocodiles sleeping. Then we waited around to get onto our flight. It's been a long old day already. On the plane, I was served a really nice gluten-free meal via KLM. Then we landed in Amsterdam, home sweet home. I really missed the weather, to be honest. It just makes you feel alive, having 100% cloud cover over you on an August day. But the real purpose of this video is that of reflection. So that's what I'm going to focus on now.
Stopping point, my footage is all showed. You surely get the gist, you've seen stuff done by Joe. So please digest, I'm sure you've guessed it's time to fly. The SoCal session is at rest, here is the rhyme. Not being contradictable, I hope this isn't trite. I hope you had the time of your life. Contradictable, I hope this isn't trite. I hope you had the time of your life.
I bet you've been wondering this whole time how I've found songs which are just so specific to my videos. Now that you've had a behind-the-scenes look into it, you know absolutely no more than you did prior. Speaking of songs, though, there is one specific song which I just couldn't get out of my head, even with hundreds written since then. Something which summarizes this trip perfectly, really, because I did undergo a change in myself. I felt myself grow from a boy in San Diego to a man who's taken a bus to Coronado.
He took a bus from San Diego to Coronado. He took a bus from San Diego to Coronado. Took a bus from San Diego to Coronado.
In the process of editing this video together, I've reflected on this 3-week trip to Southern California with the ups and the downs. I absolutely loved being out in the sunshine, around people who I could feel a real connection with. I loved the scenery. I loved the food and being able to eat out without worrying about my celiac disease. I loved the variety and the customer service. I especially loved spending every day with Helen, not worrying about work or other obligations. The past several years, I've been convinced that I needed to live in Los Angeles in order to follow my dreams of filmmaking or to be occupied with the things I enjoy. But if I'm being honest with myself, it's not really about Los Angeles or California. It's about having time and being around the person I love, with a network of people who feel like home. It doesn't need to be California. It's just that California is the last place that I felt this way. I don't need to live in California to make films either. These videos were a form of filmmaking for me, and I'm really proud of how I've developed my voice in these as each episode was released. I'll always remember this trip, but having these videos to look back on will be so worth the time and effort I put into them over the past year. Ultimately, in order to become a filmmaker, I just need to make more films. That's what I'm going to be focused on, with YouTube as my main platform for where I share those films. Stay tuned for the next one. I'm already in the process of planning it now. Thank you so much for watching. I hope to have made you laugh and shown you something you might not have seen before. Until next time, later.